That is Mountain Crossings. As you can see, the trail goes right through. Starting morning number 4, heading out away from town. We're supposed to have more rain today. It's pretty wet. It rained a lot of the night. But not a ton of rain today, I don't think, so it's just sort of going to be hit and miss all day. Definitely made sure to pack the tent on top so that tonight if I pull into camp and it's pouring rain, I can get the tent out without having to unpack my entire pack. Get it set up really fast, throw everything inside, and figure it out from there. So we'll see what happens today. Looks kind of foggy and hazy. Maybe like that most of the day. See what's in store. How you doing? This is amazing how this view just comes and goes.
Hey, what?
Look at that.
Right.
Just blows right by and then all of a sudden you can see it.
Crazy good.
Then you can't. Gorgeous. Wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, I just finished climbing some mountain that I should have found out the name of before I started this video, but I can't remember. Wow, wiped me out. So this has pretty much been the whole day. That right there is an incredible view that I can't see because of clouds. And it's like I'm walking in mist everywhere. It's really cool. I wouldn't necessarily want to hike in this every single day, but it's wonderful, and it's so much nicer hiking when it's cool. You don't sweat as much, and you don't get as tired as fast. At least I don't. Just at the bottom of this, down at the gap right before I started this climb, more trail magic. Some folks had pulled in. They had all sorts of drinks and snack foods and nothing particularly healthy, but good calories, which is awesome. You know, I've been really trying to be careful and not eat too much sugar out here and stuff like I do normally, but I obviously not getting enough calories because my pants don't fit me. Okay, hang on a second to figure out which way the trail goes here. I think here's the way. So yeah, I'm hiking along, and about every 15 minutes I have to pull up my shorts. So tonight when I get into camp, I'll have to get my cord out and fashion a belt. Anyway, I guess that's a good thing. I have a couple pounds to spare, so yeah, they were down there giving away food and drinks and these hats. The guy went on a big sales pitch. I thought he was going to try to sell a stock in the company or something, the way he was going on about them, but apparently he said they have women all over the United States that make these hats for him, send them in, and they had a little tag on them. That's in my pocket, but it just says, you know, made with God's love or something, and they're just giving them away to anybody who wants a hat. He said they're more breathable than the normal hats most of us are wearing, and so they'll keep you warm, but you won't sweat as much. So I don't know, actually so far I found that true. We'll see. Anyway, such amazing people out here. I don't know how it all, where they come from and what they're doing, but the guy was telling him when he left, I was telling him that I've lost so much weight my pants won't stay up. And the guy who was driving the minivan that brought all the food, lifted up his shirt and said, "Well, here, take my belt." And he started to take his belt off. And I said, "I'm okay. I'm not gonna take your belt, man." So, I don't know. If I needed some pants, he probably would have given me his pants too. Anyway. All right, well, I'm gonna get going again and enjoy this misty day. Crazy, like being in a rainforest. And there's the trail behind me, the white blaze. Another example of some trail magic. This is an area where there's not a ton of water, so somebody dropped off a bunch of jugs just in case. And of course, we just had those people up the road I was telling you about that had everything, so nobody will need that water today, but they'll use it eventually. Somebody left a note for someone. And look at that, more trail magic. People set up right up the road. Incredible. Oh my gosh. These people are killing us with their kindness. They had minestrone soup after everything I just ate. And I bet I hadn't been hiking 20 minutes since the last place that they gave us all that stuff. So now I'm full and hiking like a dog. Oh, just so nice. Just out wanting to meet people and do good and help out. Amazing. You know, I wanted to, I don't know if you could see video just a little bit when I was walking up to them, but you know, you try to respect everybody's privacy, and they generally don't love it if you filming them up front, you know, up close, and so I don't film that, but that's what it all looks like. You come down out of the mountains into a gap, and there's somebody parked down there with, you know, whatever setup they've put together, and just want to talk you up. And I think they, you know, a lot of times they're previous through hikers, and you know, I think they're really trying to sort of give back as people have done good things for them in the past. And sometimes they're people who would really love to through hike, and maybe they, you know, kind of like to live through you a little bit. And sometimes it's people who have no intention. I think maybe they're just trying to figure out why in the world you would do this. But either way, they're very nice people. Okay, well, probably just a little over halfway through my day. Maybe, well, I might actually stretch my day out a little further if I keep feeling this good. So anyway, somewhere near the halfway mark, and it's only 12:15. That's good, and actually just starting to clear up. Probably can't really see, but that's what it looks like. So, all right. Whew. What a day. So, it is raining right now. You can probably hear it. It rained for pretty good for the last, I don't know, hour of the hike. Definitely did more today than I planned to do. We got in 16 miles. I think it's 15.9 or whatever, but I'll say 16 miles. And it was about all I could do. My knees felt great, so I didn't have any problems. So this is the first day that I got to just hike until I dropped. And right now, today, 16 miles is my limit. It was all I could do to drag my sorry butt up and down the last mountain to get myself here. It feels good. And this is also the first time that I have set up this tent in the rain, and first time I've ever set up in the rain on the AT. So that was an experience. I definitely need to get better at that. I did okay. Just have to figure out my strategy a little better. First of all, you know, some people have different setups. They have like a tarp setup where they throw a big tarp up, and then you know, they have that whole tarp to work under and have a whole bunch of workspace to do things in. Since I have chosen to go with this really minimal little tent that is literally just about the size of my body, it's very difficult. I mean, you probably can't get much of an idea, but, you know, like, that's the whole tent. Like, this door right here comes down. That's the tent. That's where I sleep, and that's where I sleep. And it goes back to right here, where my head goes, and right down there where my feet go. And then I have a little vestibule out here, really tiny, that I just have my pack in. Got a few things hanging from a hook here to dry overnight. Few things stuffed in my pack. Really dirty floor and my muddy shoes to kind of hopefully slightly dry out overnight. So, I know that's kind of a mess. I hope you could see it well enough. But yeah, so I've been sitting in here for the last 15 minutes just organizing, unrolling my pad and getting it underneath me, getting my sleeping bag out, trying to sort of organize everything, get it where it needs to go, get my wet clothes off and some dry clothes on, things set up to dry. And now I need to figure out how I'm going to eat and get a couple other things that need to dry. And then I will have to put on my rain gear and run outside real quick to put my bear canister somewhere away from the tent. So that kind of stinks. I don't really know what a better strategy would be, though. I don't think there's any way around that. Other than, you know, normally you might try to eat before you get to where you're setting up at night. But I mean, in this case, we just were running in the rain, try to get here as fast as we could and get set up. So I don't know if there's any better thing. The only problem is that the way my tent is when I open, when I get out, I open up this whole vestibule, and so rain will then come down onto my clothes here, and my sleeping bag, and the stuff here that's drying, and my shoes, and so, I don't know. That's probably just how it is. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else to say. It's cool. I love this little tiny tent. I love being in here, getting everything organized. Maybe that sounds kind of goofy, but kind of exciting to me. So I'm going to spend a little more time trying to get everything just the way I need it, get comfortable, eat, get my bear canister out. I'm going to kick back and read a book for a while. It's only, what time is it? It's only 5:30, so I've got at least 2 or 3 hours before I can really even think about going to sleep. So I guess that's all I have to ramble about. I think I will sleep very well in this rain. I love it. The sound is pretty awesome. And I'll see you in the morning. I just thought of one more thing that I'm going to do tonight, so I thought I would share it with you. So, hiking along today, and I noticed that my shorts will not stay up. About every few minutes, I think I said this earlier, I had to keep hiking them up. They don't fit me anymore. So, obviously I've lost a little bit of weight. So that's another thing I'll do tonight is I'll get some cord out and fashion a little belt and give me something else to do here over my next 2 or 3 hours. I love it.